So, I mean, first off, I just want to say congratulations with a 2 million hit for Overstepping.
Thanks.
I don't know if y'all get the revenue for that because it's not your channel. It's like the Vivo Belmont.
Yeah, we unfortunately don't see anything.
What the? That's fucked up, man.
Well, Vivo doesn't take it. It goes to our label. So
Our
Okay.
label owns all the songs, so they unfortunately anything that gets made through that, like, they take most of it. They're cool with like things we sell, like personal, like CDs and like shit like that. And we get like a certain cut through Spotify, but like other than that, like everything is like streaming. We don't even really get a cut through Spotify.
No, we do. So like basically it works like a bank system, pretty much. Like they put a bunch of money. They basically essentially loan us a bunch of money to record, to press the records, to do everything, pay for the videos, all that stuff, and then we owe them, let's just say $50,000, right?
Yeah.
Are you on contract?
Yes, and then we generate all that back, and then they put more in for other stuff that we may need.
Take a step back. Sorry. Thank you.
Oh my God.
So we'll generate money through like streams and those views, right? Until we break the amount that until like we are making more than they put in, and then we
That's
get a royalty.
ridiculously technical.
Yes, but we get a
Like,
royalty.
it's our song. Give us the money.
Right, well, we get a royalty rate on once we've paid back essentially everything they've given to us. We get a royalty rate. So we actually just got this last month our first royalty check.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they've been definitely doing y'all right. Like, I mean, Mutant's awesome, man. Like,
Yeah,
but
definitely
essentially,
it's a cool ass
it's like Vivo gets like some of it, then to our label from there, and then just all trickles
We're
down,
not mad because like they pretty much put in a lot of money for stuff that we won't have money for ourselves. So like,
we're not bashing Mutant or Vivo.
Shit for
right, and just labels in general. Like, for a band like us, it makes no.
I am good for right now.
But pretty much any label. You gotta read the contracts, obviously, for sure, but we're definitely not like people who are like fuck labels.
Yeah,
they have their place for sure. I mean, we wouldn't have been.
They help out, bro. Honestly, dude, if we didn't sign the fucking Mutant League with Nate, dude, I feel like on another, like, as much as we like obviously did shit to like help ourselves, like he's been like a real support factor and like really just believing in like the general mission of the band and like really just supporting us as people. So it's like having that kind of backup is like unreal, dude. Cause like I feel like a lot of labels kind of like take it more as like a business and product side, where this dude was more like our friend and like he was like really just like believing in like our sound and being like, I want to push you guys. So it should definitely help.
He always encouraged us to do what we wanted to do, and I would say, I think you were starting to say it earlier, I think we definitely owe a lot of our success to signing with him. I wouldn't say like, like if you sign to any label, there's no guarantee you'll make it. But like if you sign to him, like,
but Nate just generally believes in like the actual mission of the band.
Exactly.
He's a cool guy.
It's got to be two parts. Yeah. You've got to have the band to be like good, and then also the support is what kind of gave us the confidence, I feel like, to keep going with it, because we faced a lot of trials and tribulations. So
it's good to have that back. Perfect.
Very good to have that.
So I guess the Talk of the Town new album, no title. We just
self-titled,
really
baby.
That's what's up.
I mean, I feel like a lot of it, like, I wouldn't say 100% like sure of the sound we wanted to go with, but we felt like the sound that we produced in the studio was like at least generally like a synopsis of like everything we kind of want to present to the table, and at least like a step forward to where like we want to be in the future with our future albums. So I feel like that type of album was like, again, it's like, again, like I feel like I've heard it from people where it's like all over the place a little bit, but at the same time it's like just cohesively like blends our sound together, like everything we're kind of about, which is cool.
Go ahead.
No, sorry. Well, I just think being self-titled too. I think that there's not particularly a theme per se of the record.
Honestly, at the same time, it was because no one could think of a name.
Yes.
So
But I think that when we titled things before, it kind of came to us naturally based off like what we felt was right for the piece of material. And I think this one we all kind of were like, yo, let's fucking make it self-titled, because
I felt more important to like instead of making it like, yo, this is what Belmont needs to be. It was more organic in terms of like, all right, we made this self-titled because like this is just like what we fucking like came out with, and it's like this is what it is. This is what we feel like is like what we're trying to represent. Instead
That's
of
funny.
Like, forcing something.
Oh, I think it's funny you feel like that so strongly for this album enough to self-title it, because I feel like that's been the way pretty much for all your albums. I mean, I feel like the first one, I mean, to be slightly biased because everyone has their own interpretation of the albums, but like I feel like the first one like was very kind of, given the age of the group and everything, was kind of more woe is me, and then you move on to like between fuck, I fucked it up, sorry.
Between you and me.
It was more kind of like, well, like, am I the dick kind of here? And then like moving on to here, this album, I feel like you kind of like hit adulthood, and you're like, man, just living with life on life's terms, and kind of just dealing with the shit, and just how to live with the shit per se.
I mean, I feel like musically, we've all kind of like matured in a certain way,
Yeah.
but like definitely lyrically, like you said, dude, you kind of hit it on the nail on the head. I mean, like we wrote Between You and Me when we were like in high school and like our first year of college, and like now that we're all like a little bit older, like it's definitely like reflected on our sound, like our maturity.
Yeah.
Like you said, like there's like a certain part of us where it's like, yo, this is like our certain sound from like a certain time period, but like I feel like as we've grown, you've really been able to see like how we've grown with like the music at least.
How you laid out the album as far as song wise, is that any particular order? I feel like certain things like seeing like Hollowed Out and kind of the message with that song is what I took from, and then like to transition to songs right afterwards. Start off, I should have said like songs like Albert, and then following up with songs like Hollowed Out, and then to even strongly go even further, Maplewood and stuff like that. I feel like you had like a good message all kind of along with the album. Is that just my imagination, or do you
It's not coincidental at all,
Okay,
bro. We definitely
perfect.
took the time to fucking.
Right.
I mean, these guys can talk about it. They definitely had a big sequence in album, but that was something we really like tried to like focus on. was,
Yeah.
like,
I feel
sequencing
like
of
we
the
all kind of
album.
listened to all the songs because we had them for a long time. We all listened to the songs and we're like, yeah, man, like, I don't know. We all kind of threw together what our idea of each individual idea of what the track list would be like, and I feel like it kind of came together where it was really organic. Like all of us were like, yeah, this kind of fits here, this kind of flows into this kind of flows into that, and then we added some transitions to or like, you know, we placed them so that they would transition into each other. And I think all of that was just by determining all of us, like listening to the tracks for like, putting the pieces together a little bit.
Hey, you did a great job, man. It definitely shows.
Thank
Perfect.
you, bro. Thank you.
So, let's see. So, what's it like? Congratulations on this tour again. I mean, it just feels like every album's back to back. It's awesome. I love it.
Thanks, man.
So, what's it like still doing like DIY shows, but then also like playing like headlining shows like the Hoosier Dome and stuff like that?
Bro,
Like,
we love it. It's a total different vibe.
You get, like,
I'm
the best
these
of
guys
both
can agree
worlds.
That, like,
It's the best.
coming from like a show where we're opening and it's like there's like 1,000 people there, but like maybe only a few hundred know us. You know what I mean? It's like a totally different vibe to then being like a smaller room where like the whole room is like going really hard for you. So it's like we are obviously like appreciative of both, but it's like such a different experience. I feel like both levels where it's like it's almost unexplainable. Where it's like the DIY can be fun because it's like really intimate, but then like to have all these people watching you is also like it's such a blessing to like.
It's an
have that in
unbelievable
general.
experience.
Yeah.
To have all those people, but also you kind of have to almost like you gotta impress them, and also a lot of them don't know you, so you know all of us kind of react with the crowd's energy, and so having a room full of people who are there to listen to you and know your lyrics and know when to move around and stuff is like that's like the energy of a DIY show. That's like why we love to do that kind of stuff. I mean, even at Snowed In, we played like a smaller stage, and like the room was like packed, and like everyone was like jumping, and like that's what we want, like a room full of people just having a great time, jumping around and stuff, and like moshing, cool. And
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it on the big tour, it's like people don't move around as much because like they're kind of trying to figure you out, like especially if they haven't heard you before, or maybe they heard you once or twice before, checked it out because we're on the tour. Yeah, they kind of want to like sit it out and be like, yeah, this is cool. Maybe the next show they go to, they might be moshing, but
yeah.
We just find a lot of people always like in the studios drumming, which is fucking sick. It's a big influence to like all the headlining shows, which is really cool.
I think it's a big part of our sound.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So, what's everyone's must eat on the road? Anyone have like a must
Arby's.
have? Arby's?
Arby's.
Dude, fuck
Curly
yeah.
fries
Get
and
the
roast
fuck
beef,
outta
baby.
here.
I was actually tweeted about this today, dude, about my obsession with Arby's. I love Arby's.
Fuck yeah.
That's my shit.
Arby's.
Yeah.
Chocolate
Anyone-
milkshake, fucking curly fries, roast beef, bro. It's
McDonald's
done.
breakfast,
It's done.
McDonald's breakfast?
yogurt, breakfast burrito, game over.
This
Together
dude's
or,
all
like,
about the yogurt,
together?
bro.
Like you
It's
dip,
just the
like,
yogurt,
Dude,
yeah.
open up the burrito, put the yogurt in the burrito.
Oh, I don't know
I'm
about
kidding.
all
That's
that.
Oh, okay, I was like,
that,
like I hate to
bro.
bash this guy's food, but bro.
No, it's like
hold on.
it's decently healthy.
Subway is
Subway,
a big one.
big
Subway's a
Subway guy.
Big
Yeah.
Subway.
It's good 'cause it's like fast food, kind of healthy.
Nothing too regional or anything like
We
that?
like Cane's and Culver's.
Okay,
What's
so
your
it's just
favorite,
like
Brian?
Texas area and stuff like
Culver's
that.
is probably my favorite. What do you think, Brian?
What's your favorite food?
Canes probably.
Cane's?
Big Cane's.
Y'all ever
guy.
eaten Zaxby's here?
Yeah, Zaxby's
Okay.
is good as hell.
Zaxby's is
Zaxby's
good,
is
but
bomb.
cane sauce, pretty good.
Word. Yeah, I feel you.
Pretty good.
Excellent. All right, yeah. Cool. So yeah, check out Belmont's self-titled debut new album. I wanted to kind of say that because I didn't know if we're allowed to talk about this next topic or not. bad omens? Are we like?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. So like, I mean,
To be real, the whole situation was kind of funny with the memes, but like at the same time, it was a little overboard for the band. You feel me? But
Yeah,
like,
we wanted to stay out of it. I think.
we have no beef
I
with
mean,
them, dude. They're cool.
yeah,
They
no,
seem like
right.
really cool dudes.
I-
It's
I-
just a weird situation we kind of got dragged into. You know what I
Right.
mean? More than anything.
I
like,
didn't feel too hard of shade thrown anyway.
Dude, by no means our way, because again, like we were just kind of drug into that situation
Yeah.
of like
We're just
whoa.
happy to be here. Like
Yeah.
we don't think our font size on the poster's too small. We think it's just fine. And the fact that they thought that it was too small is, I mean, none of us agree, but you know,
Yeah.
they took that stance and then things shook out how they shook out. It was kind of like crazy, just kind of sit back and observe all that. It's just a huge shitstorm kind of.
Definitely
go down.
seemed like cool dudes.
Yeah.
Though, like no.
Well, now
doubt.
you know
Seemed
better
like
now.
Good
Right.
music too. Cool music.
Yeah.
Cool music. Cool
So
music.
so I like the hat. So are you excited for the new lineup on the? On
Yeah,
the,
well, that I think, in all honesty, I again, no offense to Bad Omens, but I hadn't really heard of them before they got announced on the tour, and so when Silent Planet jumped on, I love that band, and I think all of us jammed them really hard. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like a big upgrade in our eyes because like we knew Silent Planet already. We have a lot of friends who like them. We all jammed them really hard. So it kind of made our day. It made my day when I heard they were being speculated about being on the tour. I was like really hoping it would be
yeah.
them.
Excellent. Well, I don't know if there's too many canes up in the northeast, but
There's some.
there's
There's a
Wawas.
few, but it's
Okay.
not as
All right.
good as it is down
well,
here.
I hope you find it, man. So,
Hell
but yeah,
yeah.
definitely check out Belmont's new album. It's on Bandcamp. I don't know where else it is.
Spotify,
Spotify.
iTunes, YouTube.
But it's $7 on
all that
Bandcamp. You
shit.
can't beat the digital copy, so
Tidal.
get that.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And check them out on tour because you
True,
can't
it
get
is
their
on
merch on the
Tidal.
website.
Get that
So
hi-fi stream, baby.
yeah, excellent.
Tidal.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Deep beneath my skin, felt the change of paces, all the walls began to spin. I said I wasn't sure. There's a lie I never say cause it just gets in the way of me, and any bit of work that I might have found myself to gain. Deceased, switched up the weight up, I'm sinking